to Matthews, North Carolina, but you're not sure what it has in store. Join me today in my video. We are going to be touring the little downtown of Matthews, one of my favorite towns in and around Charlotte. So if you're looking to move to the Charlotte area, anywhere in between, whether you're 9 days or 90 days from moving, whether you're moving across the country or just across town, I get calls, texts, and emails from people every single day, just like you, looking to make the move. So give me a call, text, email, or set up a Zoom call, and we'll get together and make the move exactly what you want it to be. If you're looking for everything Charlotte, the ins, the outs, things you didn't even know you needed to know, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and stay up to date on everything going on in and around Charlotte. And if you want to really get the download as it drops, make sure to hit the notification button and you will get notified every time we make a new video. So let's take a look at Matthews right downtown. It's all right behind me right now. It's kind of rush hour traffic, but we're gonna take a little tour of everything in Matthews and some of my favorite spots. Let's go. We're out front of one of my favorite places in Matthews, Seaboard Brewery. Now, one thing that a lot of people do not know is if you do not like beer, it's okay. They also have a phenomenal wine selection and they're perfect for tapas. If you're looking for a date night or something like that, they've got fire, brick oven pizza, as well as one of my favorites, giant pretzels and charcuterie boards. Let's go inside and have a snack. So why Matthews? What's going on in Matthews that's so cool that I had to do an entire video on it? Well, Matthews is one of the most popular spots just outside of Charlotte, but is it really outside of Charlotte? Now, technically Matthews is in a totally different town. However, what most people don't realize is that it sits within the 485 belt, which makes it kind of a part of Charlotte. The only difference, lower taxes and a different name when you're writing your letters. So this is one of my favorite spots in Matthews, which is, we showed you a little while ago, Seaboard. Seaboard is a phenomenal brewery. They've got great food, appetizers, pizza, brick oven, and an amazing wine selection. So we're gonna go ahead and head out of here and we're gonna check out some other little areas around Matthews I think you need to see. Matthews, North Carolina, one of my favorite towns and suburbs just outside of Charlotte. But here's one thing that a lot of people don't realize. Even though it's a suburb, it's actually inside the Charlotte Loop. That's right, 485 belt loop actually encompasses Matthews. So, is it really outside of Charlotte? I'll let you make that call. Aside from having a different name on your address, it's pretty much the same thing. But you're also gonna save a heck of a lot on taxes. And yes, some of you might be wondering, why in the world is she walking down the railroad tracks? It sounded like a good idea at the time, but I definitely have to watch my step. See, Matthews is one of the few towns and suburbs in Charlotte that actually still has a rail system running through it. In fact, it will actually hold passenger cars as well as freight cars. So just a little bit of fun, and you can enjoy the scenery. Matthews, North Carolina was actually founded in 1879. By 1880, they were a full-blown town with 191 residents. Now, obviously that has changed and the town has grown quite a bit since then, but who's counting? By the early 1920s, Matthews was a bustling town surrounded with cotton fields with actually a lot of necessity being placed on the rail system. Why? It became a hub for trade. Now, with that being said, also in the 1920s became the growth of electricity. By the late 1920s, electricity finally reached Matthews, and it made it an even bigger hub just outside of Charlotte, making it the second largest town. Now, while the population of Matthews has grown to more than 30,000 people, it takes over 17 square miles, there's still a ton when it has to do with working and living in Matthews. Now, one of the biggest draws to Matthews, of course, is its location. It's really close to 485, close to 74, otherwise known as Independence Boulevard, which is a main thoroughfare going into Charlotte. But in addition to that, taxes are low, prices for homes are actually really reasonable, depending upon what you're looking for. And on top of that, there is still industry and business. In fact, Matthews still harbors many small businesses that help support the growth of Charlotte and the local economy. So, why would you want to live downtown Matthews? Well, a few reasons. One, look how cute this is. Look behind me right now. This is actually one of the local pubs right on this main street here. But what I love about it is they took what was old and renovated. That's right. They brought it from a local arts district, something that truly people want to come visit, and kept the old features. Look at that, even the old doors. So it's a great place to visit, to work, and to live. Now, while Matthews is not the biggest town around Charlotte, I will say its 17 square miles is plenty to have different varieties of homes, neighborhoods, individuals, and plenty of diversity. Matthews actually is a very diverse community, matching very closely to what we see on the average in the United States. So you're gonna have a little bit of everything in one town. With so much that Matthews has to offer, let's take a closer look at a couple of properties in different price ranges you might be interested in. The first house we're taking a look at is for sale for $485,000. It is a 5-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,400 square foot home. Absolutely gorgeous and sits on almost a half acre. That's right, 0.48 acres in Matthews. Now, just to give you an idea of where we are right now, where we were just now in the little town of Matthews downtown, we are just northwest of that. So just outside. It took me about 3 minutes to get here. So part of the pricing is also going to be the convenience. This property is absolutely gorgeous. The inside has been renovated. You'd absolutely love it. All right, let's check out another one. Currently, we're in Sardis Plantation, one of the more well-known neighborhoods in the Matthews area. Now, all of the properties that you're going to see in here are a beautiful brick of different varieties. Now, this particular house behind me is for sale for $625,000. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath, and it has a basement, so it makes it about 3,100 square feet. Now, one of the great unique properties of this is that it has a basement, but I'd also like to point out that it's on a half acre. That's right, so it's kind of up there just a little bit, so you're kind of above the street, and I'm on this great cul-de-sac. Let me show you here. And what you can't see, which is just behind the trees, is well, you could use it for anything, but pickleball, tennis court right over there. So this particular neighborhood does have community amenities as well, and it has walking trails and greenways. I actually saw 2 deer about 3 minutes ago, but I didn't get them on camera before they ran into the woods. So great neighborhood, great community, phenomenal house. Let's take a look at one more. Now, the last property on our stop is an Elizabeth Place subdivision. This property right behind me, absolutely gorgeous. You can see they've got some holiday lights going there. Now, this particular home is for sale for $816,000. It's a 5-bed, 4-bath, full brick property. It's 2 stories. It's about 3,500 square feet. Now, one of the nice things about this particular neighborhood, as you can see around me and probably saw in some of the video earlier, is that the homes were all built to a particular model. Now what that means is, instead of having different builders come in and build the property that you want, there were a few selections and you get to choose what you wanted. Well, this particular property has been fully upgraded on the inside, although it was slightly older, built in the early 2000s. So if you're looking for a really great home, Elizabeth Place definitely has some beautiful properties. So like I told you before, if you're moving to the Charlotte or surrounding areas, whether it's 9 days or 90 days, across town or across the country, give me a call, text, email, all my info is below, and I'll help your move be exactly what you want it to be. So until next time, I look forward to showing you around town.